Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and we're picking up right where we left off in the last installment of our YogBox Let's Play adventure. You might notice that at this exact precise moment, even though we are dead, we are moving around. A zombie walked out the door and just started shoving our corpse about, is what I think happened there. So, we're gonna go ahead and respawn. Oh, apparently we're not. Open our inventory with E? Sorry, wait, what's happening? Oh, the whole thing is frozen. Hello? Interesting, okay. There's another zombie! Well, welcome to episode 9. The penultimate episode. Let's quit and see what happens. Here's hoping the buttons work when we drop back in. Respawn. We have all of our loot! Oh, we've lost all of our hearts. Hit E, taking inventory. Did our progress reset? What the heck? I didn't realize that you would lose your hearts upon death. That's awful. I don't remember that happening before. But then also, what the heck happened? First off, that is an abomination and I don't like looking at it. What's happened? Something's not right around here. I guess it's all fine. Let's just head back to the tower and continue with our you know what? Before we head back to the tower, now that it looks like we've got all of our stuff in our inventory here and it's all fine, let's maybe not head back to the tower immediately. Maybe let's instead go over here and we'll cut down some of this and turn it in. Does that sound like a plan? I am baffled and confused beyond belief and beyond reason. I have no idea whatsoever what is going on here. I don't know why it was broken when we tried to respawn initially. I don't know why suddenly it has reset all of our stats as if I've never taken inventory before. I don't... It's like we've gone back to an older version of the map, but it's not that because... Obviously, all of this is still sitting right here. It didn't go away. I'm just perplexed. And you know what? Maybe that's okay, because Minecraft historically has always been kind of, a little bit odd. It's always been a little bit off. You know, sometimes it just does baffling things, and you have to learn to live with it. I'm back. I've come to bring you many, many things. I would like to sell you mud bricks. I've got a lot of them. I've got so many of them. There we go. Not enough, though. Not enough. I thought I had enough to do the whole thing. Did I not? Or did they get used on something else? 160. I just turned in 78. Didn't we... I thought we collected enough to... Oh, you know what? Obviously, there's still some planted over here, but not that many. Not that many. We're gonna have to play it down some more. I'm turned around and confused. I'm baffled and bewildered. We're gonna go leave some of these things back at the house, because we're gonna go storm the tower again. And in order to do that, we're probably going to want as empty an inventory as possible. So Iron Sword kind of looks like it's about to break. We'll swap it out with new Iron Sword here that we got. I don't know how it took so much damage, though. It really does look like it's on its last leg. Axe of the Stream, don't know what that does. No clue still. My boots are doing just fine, so we'll leave those behind inside of here, as well as all of our money. We will bring with us these arrows, all 7 of them. Do we have what it takes to make more arrows? From a cursory glance, no we don't. We also don't have what it takes really to make more armor, but perhaps we could locate more leather if we went hunting in the woods. Although, is the sun going up or down? It kind of looks like it's getting darker out. I'm unsure at this moment. It could just be the same, and maybe I'm just seeing things, but we need to find a source of sustenance. What we need to do is we need to find some tasty, delicious animal flesh. And we're going to try to find that over here, so that we leave all the animals over there free for breeding. We kind of want to go beyond, possibly, the tower, in this direction. And then that way... You know what? Can we catch fish? Is it this simple? It looks like it is. It's that easy to kill them, so we just got rid of Merlin and Dory, which is a darn shame. And then this is some yellowfish that was probably in the background at some point. Oh, it's the one... No, there was a yellowfish, now that I'm remembering. Remembering. Come here, you. You're like an odd hybrid, so this is, I guess, Merlin and Dory, like, got together at the end of the movie, which I'm glad they didn't. I appreciate that they had just a nice platonic relationship. which is unusual for movies back then. Used to be in a movie you had to push, you had to force the romantic angle. You had to have the romance subplot. I would argue, with Pixar maybe that's not always the case. A Bug's Life, big romance vibes. Okay, remember Flit and the princess, or Flick? What was his name? I think it was Flick. Except they didn't even really have any sort of romantic relationship either. Kind of just felt like he wanted to impress her because she was the princess and he was a nerd. But doesn't she give him a little peck on the cheek? And that means that they're desperately, madly in love with you. If a girl kisses you on the cheek, it means that they want you to be yours and only yours forever, and you to be theirs and only theirs forever. And you definitely should read into that sort of thing. Because let me tell you what, you can't go wrong reading into something like that, ever. This is very loud music. Maybe I just have my volume turned up. It is piercing right now. Also, isn't it a bit odd that there's not been any animals? I mean, I see that bird. Looking at the mini-map, it looks like I'm surrounded by wildlife. Oh yeah, rats, I guess. There's a deer. Okay, here we go. This is perfect. The hunter will take his position up the tree, draw back on his bow. Fire. Fire. Perfect, we got our kill. If that rat comes after me, do deer drop bacon? I know they don't in real life. That was an accident. I didn't mean for that to happen. That is an odd choice. Is that pork? Raw pork chop. That was like one deer. There's a fox, presumably chasing the cat. Does the fox drop meat? I'm not trying to befriend the cat here. No, it does drop leather, though. Okay, well, cat, come back here. Do you like fish? You probably do. Would you like a fish? Come here. We're gonna be best friends. You're heading towards another predator. You don't have the mental wherewithal to understand the consequences of your actions. Look at that, you're gonna die. I have to save you now. Oh my gosh, that cat really gave it its all. I have to avenge it now. I have to avenge the death of that poor cat. Oh, the bear drops fish. It all comes back around. It's all circular, isn't it? It's all cyclical, as they say. The lion can raise the mouse, but the mouse is still a mouse. And Charlie has chicken blood. Comment down below if you think you know what that's a reference to. I'll be impressed. Okay, so foxes we now know, they hit back, but they drop leather. So that means that they are fair game. What are you? A little family of, like, pumas or jaguars or something? We gotta kill things, because that's how we get our hearts. Restored, is what I was going to say. But, yeah, that didn't really work out for us, though, did it? We're back home now. I liked the timing on the music. So we can't really make anything useful. I mean, we're close to being able to make pants. We could make a hat. We've already got a hat. We could make boots, but we've already got boots as well. Should we just go make actual iron armor? Like, it's not going to be that hard to go back underground, leave the fish cooking, and just fish up some more iron. We can do that. And then we'll be able to put on, like, a full iron armor. I don't know why I keep saying it, like, the iron. Should I go down till I find some iron? I can find some iron real quick. It don't be hard. Just poke around here. Just poke around here and find some iron. We'll leave all of this here. I like that crystal. It's a nice crystal. We don't have any torches right now. We've got 2. Plus this, we can make ourselves 4 more. Because I know how to do math, that's going to be 6. It's not really enough to do, like, a big mining operation, which is what I think we're going to need to go do. I'm kind of curious. I'd like to test out the axe of the stream. I don't know what it does. Regular left click, nothing when you right click. It's fast. Definitely fast. But is it necessarily faster than, you know, my regular axe? It makes weird noises. This one doesn't make strange noises when you cut the trees down. Like the river axe does. I don't know what that accomplishes. Should we try it in combat? Maybe it's like a combat axe. Maybe it's for cleaving into flesh and bone. I'm going to continue cleaning up the trees immediately around my hobbit hole. Try to reduce the number of mobs that'll spawn, like, directly on top of me and possibly kill me as soon as I walk out of my door. Jungles are what happens when man neglects his responsibility to govern, you know, the earth. They shouldn't exist. Jungles are an abomination, and we should be tasked with pruning them all. Not destroying them. Just, you know, undergrowth should only be so thick. And if it gets any thicker than that, that's an abomination. And it ought to be eradicated. Alright, it's truly properly dark outside. And, yeah, we've got a slightly more nude hill immediately around our house, which we left the door to open. What could go wrong there? I can only think of a few things that might have happened. So we don't have the mod that lets us stack logs. Which, I mean, why would we? This is an ancient version of Minecraft. I guess I really shouldn't have expected that. And I guess on some level, I didn't really. But what we do have now is quite a few bits of cobblestone that we can convert into stairs. Oh boy, that's right, we have to do this as well. This is so retro. Someday people will play versions of Minecraft like this just to think about what it was like for their grandparents back in the day. Wow! Minecraft was so different back then! Yes, it was, Timmy. It sucked. No, I mean, there's some things I like about older versions of Minecraft. I think we've talked about, maybe not in this series, I can't remember now, but during Hexit and whatnot. I do miss the ambiance of old versions of Minecraft. Old Minecraft was a much freakier, weirder, scarier game. So we're going to do spacing there, I guess, and then we will start digging down again, just like we did before. Oh. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, there's immediately a cave here. Fantastic. There's lighting in here already, too. Although I don't know what from. From a little crystal. Short and stout. There are no zombies to make me pout. I do hear something, actually, now. Splashing around in the water. Possibly a zombie. Oh no, it's worse. It is a werewolf. Come here, you. Why are you down here? How did you even get down here? This doesn't make any sense. Based on all of the werewolf lore that I have in my head, you should not be down here. What am I stuck on? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We're gonna run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Oh gosh, he's right on me. Oh no, I put myself in a corner. Hold on, I can survive. Ugh. He literally cannot get me now. Okay, my hearts have restored. Is he coming? Interesting. Is he stuck? He's trying. I think I'm out of arrows. Is he gonna stay there like that? It'd be awful if he decided not to, like, right now. When I'm in the middle of enacting this, like, perfect plan to take him down. Yeah, I don't think he has the wherewithal, the mental wherewithal necessary. He also makes no noise. I want to throw that out there. He is dead silent. He's not even growling or grunting. Are there options for that? Do we have, like, Mo creature sounds? Global mob settings. Other settings. Okay, no, none of those. I don't see anything in here about sounds. And then the only options we have are sound and music, so if there's another option, I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, this is about the worst thing you could possibly find when you're out trying to mine. If we waited till sunrise, do you think he'd be like a normal dude? Would he transform back? I don't know. Because he's underground, is the reason I'm asking. I know that above ground, he would still just be a werewolf. But I don't know what happens underground. He is not dying, by the way. I'm doing my best here. How many times have I hit this guy? How close can I get before he hits me? And how far away can I hit him from? Pretty good distance. Okay, goodness. What an involved process. But he did drop, conveniently. Oh, a stone pick. Well, we might as well use that for a bit. And then we probably needed a shovel, I guess. Maybe? Yeah, there could be all kinds of awful things down here. I have no clue. I think that's iron, what we just saw there. We're going to poke this way. Because I think this will also lead down there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is just maybe a different thing? Oh, there's some iron right there too, though. Well, this is what we wanted. We didn't necessarily need coal, but we wanted iron. and we've got some. I'm trying to keep my eye up there, because if another one of those gets me, I've only got 3 hearts. No, it's not that hard, you know, it's not that bad. We're going to respawn with all of our stuff, and this is literally in our basement. So all we have to do is run downstairs, and we will find the beast and hopefully slay it. But it's kind of embarrassing when you title your series like YogBox Challenge, and then you die pretty much in every episode. That's pretty cringe, okay? We died last episode. We died the episode probably before that. We died this episode already once. Who knows how many times we'll die before it's all said and done. What did I just pick up? Cinnabar? Yep. It's always Cinnabar. I never know what to do with it. That won't bar me from collecting it, though. I'm a funny boy. Okay. Now, this could be a tiny... Oh. That's the wrong tool. I was like, what kind of weird rock is this that cannot be broken? I think that's most rocks when it comes to hitting them with an axe, as it happens. So there we go. We've got a whole 4 iron, plus the one upstairs. We could make another iron helmet if we wanted to. That does not help us in our war against the hordes of the tower, where I'm thinking at a minimum we want full iron. Full diamond would be better. But goodness gracious me, how are we going to go about getting full diamond? I mean, I'm almost considering just going back out and looking for more leather. You know, at least then we'll stand a fighting chance. We'll have some kind of armor. Of course, anyone who's ever played RuneScape knows that leather is best used if you are an archer. That's how the combat system works. That's how the triangle works. Yet, you know, if you're melee, you don't want to go up against anyone with magic. If you're magic, you don't want to go up against anyone who's ranged. And if you're ranged, you don't want to go up against anyone who's got melee. It's a very simple system, but it works. Except if you ever actually watch RuneScape PvP videos, they have the wildest setups. They're swipping between different weapons. Swipping, I say. They're swipping between different weapons and doing special moves and things that I can't quite follow. They change their entire armor set in a single tick, and I'm so confused and baffled the entire time by what is happening. I could never compete. Could never be me. I could never be a pro RuneScape PvPer. It will never happen. I will also never be a pro RuneScape player in general. You know, when I think pro RuneScape player, there's 2 different types of pro RuneScape player I think of. I think of your wooks, you know, a person who understands the game and the engine better than the people who made it and can basically break it on command. And then you have, like, your Jimmies, okay? And, you know, he makes good content about the game and is quite knowledgeable about it as well. You know, he likes to poke fun at himself. I won't do that. I think he is quite knowledgeable about the game. And then most people exist on a spectrum in there. I am below that spectrum. I don't exist on it. I am below it. I am neither an expert at the game, nor am I a particularly gifted content creator. So I just am a person who plays it, about 1 month every year, and then lets the subscription lapse and say, I'm done for good this time, knowing full well I'm not. It's a lie. I know I'm coming back as soon as the itch strikes me. What is that, a scorpion? Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. And I don't feel like I have any urge to immediately go and address that. As long as it stays over there. Oh, I hear something in the water now. And I don't even know where the water is relative to my current position. I'm so nervous. We're gonna go ahead and... What is this? It's not breaking. It's probably gold. It could be. Alright. I'm gonna take a risk. It sounds like the water is to my left. I don't know how accessible it is from my present position. We're gonna just keep digging. We're gonna just keep digging. We're gonna stay out of the hole. Because who knows when lava's gonna start flooding it. We good? Okay. That was terrifying. Did you see the scorpion go completely vertical? And then it vanished. It just disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm gonna switch back to this and see if this is gold. Oh, look at that. Yep, that's how you fall to your death right there if you're not paying enough attention. We're gonna delete that little bit of lava there. Oh yeah, okay, so this is definitely gold. Can I use gold to create my own bits of currency? And flood the market with counterfeit? I mean, is it really... It's counterfeit currency, sure. But it is actual gold. Like, there's no denying that at the end of the day, my counterfeit coins are still made of gold, so they still have value. you know, whatever gold is worth in that environment. So can you really call them counterfeit? Yes. Because instead of, like, the locals, you know, the head of the queen or whatever on their currency, it's just the Howdy Folks logo. And when people give them to you, they just kind of give you this, like, innocent smile where they're like, I'm just giving you money. But when you look them in the eyes, you can tell it's like they're trying to pull a fast one right now with their fake money that's real gold. It raises a lot of questions about where we put our values. Here's some water. Apparently not the water that things are splashing around in, though, thank goodness. Are we still good back here? I kind of feel the need to double check kind of every step of the journey and make sure that, you know, even falling backwards, there aren't horrific things waiting for us. So you're the stone? Yeah. How are we doing? 12. So that's enough for... And you know what? Let's go ahead and tidy up our inventory. We're going to move all of this over here. And then we can lay out, you know, that's enough for a chest plate. But it is not enough for pants. Okay, we need 1, 2... We actually need 3 more for pants. So we're going to stay down here until we have enough for iron pants as well. That is the new goal. That is the thing we're working towards. What are you? Oh, you're iron. Is that just coal? It looked different for some reason. I think it's the same coal texture we've been looking at, though, every time we've mined up coal. Maybe it's just because it was on a wall instead of on the ground. I was looking at it instead of down on it. And isn't that just the same thing of people? Man, isn't that just the truth? How things can look different depending on your perspective. And when you're looking down on someone, you might have one opinion, but then when they elevate themselves to your level, or you slide down to theirs, you realize things look different when you're eye to eye. And you think maybe in the future, when I'm talking down to someone, what I ought to do is take them by the hand and pull them up to my level and have a conversation instead. There's some great moral lessons and values for you. I don't know if it'll ever be applicable in your life. Probably not. But if you're wondering what it's in relation to, absolutely nothing. I'm just saying words right now and then trying to come up with meaning and substance after the fact. I'm trying to make it sound like I'm saying something, when in fact I have not yet said anything at all of worth or value. Now we're going to head down here. I still hear things jumping around in water somewhere. Now, I have found... Scary Minecraft noises. I found an iron deposit here. I found a couple iron deposits here. Okay. There could be anything lurking around us right now. We're just gonna have to be very paranoid and just keep mining and hope for the best. That's our best bet right now, is to just paranoid mine, cast our eyes around after every, like, block or two, make sure nothing's approaching us, especially if you remember how silently that werewolf approached us. That's what was scary. We didn't even get a growl or a, I'm gonna eat you! Just, like, started coming at us. And that's the most scary thing of all, is the stealth attacks. That's what gets you in a horror movie, right? It's never the thing you see coming. It's the thing that suddenly jumps around a corner and eats your protagonist that makes you go, oh, I don't like scary movies. Although, I still hold that one of these... maybe not the scariest. One of the most unsettling scenes in all of cinema is in Alfonso Cuarón's classic film, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Not my favorite book. I don't dislike it. It's up there. It's in my top 7 Harry Potter books. It's not my favorite, though. But it is absolutely my favorite of the films. And there is a great movie in that... a moment in that movie. If you've not seen it, I'm going to spoil it, so be warned. But Harry and Hermione are in the dark forest. I won't give names. I'll just say they're being hunted by a creature in the dark forest. Hey, there you go. That's pretty delightfully vague. So they're being hunted in the dark forest by a creature, and they go around a tree, and what you expect is the movie trope of the monster jumps out from behind the tree. But you don't get that. What you get instead is they slowly circle around to the other side of the tree, and in the background, perfectly visible to you, the viewer, you see the monster. It's not even close to the... It walks into the clearing behind them, into the moonlight. And that makes it one of the freakiest things you will ever see. Because it's not a jump scare. It's not that. It is this sense of foreboding when you... Because it kind of walks into the frame before your brain processes it's there, and then you suddenly snap to, and you realize they don't know it's there. You do, but they don't. And it's not jumping or growling or making a lot of noise. It just kind of walks around behind them in the clearing and looks at them, and you're like... Now that is good. I don't know why I just tried to pick up my PlayStation controller. That is how you do something spooky, my friends. Alfonso Cuarón, Harry Potter, good stuff. Cooked fish. That's what I'm all about right now. Making another furnace. That is some perfectly timed Minecraft music, I gotta say. I just wanted to give that a moment. That is like the soundtrack of the last decade of my life, or over. You know, I started YouTube on the Howdy Folks gaming channel. My first solo video was Portal, but my first gaming YouTube video was Minecraft with my friend Austin, way back in 2011. Or 12. I think it was 11. I can't remember now. I'd have to go back and check. But I have spent... I do think that, you know, they say your formative years are your childhood, or your high school years, or, you know, teen years. But I think that that period between 18 and 30, that 12 years, is where you go from being like an adolescent to an adult. And that's where you're actually introduced to the world and how it works and the intricacies of it. And, you know, you're no longer in the shelter of, you know, your parents or whatever other structure you had kind of guarding you through life. Because you might think you're bad stuff when you're in high school and you're like, yeah, I've seen things. It's not until you no longer have that sort of defensive structure set up for you that you actually begin to experience the world. And I experienced the world, you know, moving out of my parents' house into my first apartment, and then, you know, all the sort of things that came after, and all of the adulting, as the millennial generation is fond of saying. If you're a Zoomer and you would like to stop saying adulting, I would appreciate that, because I think that's pretty cringe, and I hate that it's a thing that we did. But, you know, having this YouTube channel as I did that, or, well, not this one's relatively new, but having YouTube channels for that journey, I don't know if it made it easier, but it certainly, it gave me something to focus on when things either weren't working out, but I had no control over them. You know, that sort of a situation where it's like, I wish I could have more influence on this, but I simply do not, and I just have to wait it out. Playing Minecraft and just making YouTube videos about it was definitely a way to kind of just help pass the time. It wasn't really a distraction, because anyone, you know, who's ever been going through life knows you can't really distract yourself from it. What you gotta do, though, is during those periods where you don't have control over a given situation, it is best to just do something else. Let time run its course and see where things are after that. And so much of how I've spent, the last over a decade of my life has been just, I guess I'll do a Tekkit series now. And I guess I'll spend the next month of my life just doing that. And then, we're on the other side of it and things are better. Things worked out. Either I got control of the situation or the situation panned out better than I had hoped. Next time we'll be storming a tower. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.